Hi everyone. Today is a day that I normally don't do videos, but I was going through my books and I was putting them all on the shelf and I found a book that I used to read to kids and I was like, I should really share this. The book is called T is for Turbo, an ABC book. Now, obviously it's car oriented, but it's an interesting book because it kind of opens up uh, insight to how a car works and what some of the things are. Um, Things that you may not know will be in this book. Uh, Fundamentally, I used to think that reading this book, the kids, especially the boys, they would really like it, and it kind of helps them understand the vehicle. You may learn something. I know when I read through the book, I found it kind of interesting. Being someone who's worked in the automotive field for 20 years prior to doing this, uh, I've worked on a lot of cars. I've worked at places that work on cars, so I had a really good idea, but I never really thought about putting these two together. So before we watch the video, let's talk about the 5 parts of a book. We have the front cover, the back cover, the spine, the author writes the words, and the illustrator does the pictures. I hope you guys enjoy the story. T is for Turbo, ABC book, written by Michael J. Myers, illustrated by Richard A. Wright. A is for alternator. The alternator charges the battery. B is for brake pads. The brake pads slow the car down. C is for camshaft. The camshaft opens and closes the valves. D is for dipstick. The dipstick checks how much oil is inside the engine. E is for exhaust. The exhaust releases the fumes from the engine. F is for fuel tank. The fuel tank holds the car's fuel. G is for gasket. Gaskets help to hold pressure and prevent leaks. H is for horn. Horns go beep. I is for intercooler. Intercoolers cool the air before it goes into the turbo. J is for jackstand. Jackstands hold the car up in the air. K is for keys. Keys turn the car on. L is for lug nuts. Lug nuts hold the wheels on. M is for manual transmission. Manual transmission means you shift the gears. N is for nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide mixes with the fuel and creates more horsepower. O is for oil filter. Oil filters clean the oil before it cycles back through the engine. P is for pistons. Pistons move up and down inside the engine and produce power. Q is for quarter-mile race. A quarter-mile race can last less than 10 seconds. R is for rotor. Rotors are what the brake pads press against to slow down the car. S is for supercharger. Superchargers use a belt to force air into the engine. T is for turbo. Turbochargers also force air into the motor by spinning a fan. U is for U-joint. U-joints connect to the drive shaft to transfer power from the transmission to the differential. V is for valve stem. A valve stem is where you put the air when filling a tire. W is for water pump. The water pump cycles coolant through the engine. X is for xenon bulbs. Xenon bulbs light up bright. Y is for Y pipe. A Y pipe takes exhaust from 2 pipes and forces it into one. Z is for zip tie. Zip ties can fix anything.